Yep. Good morning, everyone. So, yes, today up to main and the design of that shopping app. Have you tried up to main area, everyone? I given a new classroom code. Our admin will share at the end of session. So, we discussed about how to use various semantics in the body and header, main area, aside, article, another one, nav. These we learned. Now today we will see one example, another example. But for that example, we need to learn some more new points. So what are the new points? You need to know about CSS colors. We have to learn this CSS colors concept. The CSS colors. So already HTML colors we know. If we know CSS colors, we can add more better functionality. CSS colors, one, you can use a color name. Means how we can apply color. Some red. That is same like HTML. Another shade name like what color, light green, something. We can use hexadecimal. Hexadecimal, we have color hash F00 or hash FF0000. One is 3 character, another one is 6 character. You can use any. 3 character hexacode, 6 character hexacode. These three already we know. Now tell me with the hexacode how many colors we can apply. How many colors means actually main colors are 3, red, green, blue. And shades we can give from 0 to F, approximately 16 shades for every color we can apply. That means we can apply 16 shades for colors. 16 only for colors. If we want more shades, because computer screen have millions of color capacity. And if you want to show more colors, in CSS, one extra concept is that we can use RGB method. RGB method. RGB method. What is that is actually we have RGB have red value, green value and blue value. That is order. Generally red, green, blue values will be 0 to F. 0 to F means 16 will be there. But now you can have from 0 to 255. Every color can be 0 to 255. No alphabet, only number. But 255 is huge now. That means every color you can have 255 shades we can have. Earlier, how many shades we can have? 16 shades. Now 255 means huge. More colors you can get, by using RGB, red, green, blue, alpha. How we set this? Let's see. That means how you do color RGB 0, 255 and 0. Now what is the color? Green, because 255 is bright and second place is green. First place is red, second green, third blue. We know this. So let's see here. So when we are giving colors for yeah, I will add here roughly I will add a page netflix.html. Okay. First I will show you here how the colors will work. Preview, and we are adding a style, body, background color, RGB, red value, green value and blue value. It will be green color full. And 255 means if I give 200, it is dark green. If I give 100, more darker. You can add some red into it. You can add some blue into it. And green color I am reducing here, increasing here, right? So 200. Then you can see it is like 250, like that. The color range can be maximum 0 to how much? 255. That is the color. We can create colors using this. We can mix the colors and we can set a color. It will get that. RGB is not possible in HTML. In HTML tags, when you are writing, there only three are possible: color name, shade name, and hexa. But RGB you can apply in CSS. CSS you can apply RGB. There is one more option. We have RGBA. Actually, this is alpha. So here A refers to alpha value from 0 to 1. It sets transparency. It sets transparency for color. It sets transparency for color. Transparency for color. Syntactically, we have color RGBA 0, some 255, 0 and 0.5. This is actually nothing but transparent green. Green will be little transparent. Transparent means you can see through the color and you can see what is behind. So that is very much suitable later when we apply some background photos and all. I will show you with example how to use it. You will see that how to implement this RGBA. First, I will just show you here normal. You see now RGB and RGBA. Here I am adding A alpha extra. The last value should be 0.5. Suppose I am giving. Actually, this is transparent green. How you can see it? If there is something behind, you can see it. Actually, I am applying to body now. Suppose I will apply to a div. and I will apply a class shade, and here I will use dot shade, and its height as 100 VH. VH is what? Viewport height. Viewport height means screen height. Viewport height means screen height. These units you are going to learn in CSS. I will tell you how to write these units. Viewport height means how much screen is there, screen height. It will adjust to the screen height. Observe now, here, this body have a background image. Background image, how to set dot slash images, some kids fashion. You can see background image is there. And I will give this kids fashion. Okay. Now, what is the point here? Shade is on the background image. Image you can't see. Why? Because you know how to set the color na. Body is what? Background size. Background size as what? Cover. Now you can see what is the point here. The color is transparent. If I don't use this transparent na, then you will not see the picture. Picture is behind. You cannot see the picture. It is in the background. How we can see the photo if I make this color little transparent? How? 0.0 suppose 3 more transparent. 0.7 you see, 0.9 more dark. You can increase or decrease the transparency. The value can be 0 to 1. 0 to 1. 1 means not transparent. 0 means full transparent. 0.4 little transparent. 0.8 you see light. So we can put transparent colors. How you can put the transparent colors? By using RGBA. So red, green, blue, alpha, right? That is the third value is alpha value, right? Yeah. Next important is we have another one, that is you can use HSL. So it sets hue, saturation, and lightness. Hue, saturation, and lightness. Hue, saturation, and lightness. Actually, you will see these type very much in photos. You know, in your mobile photos, you will have photo editing. In photo editing, you will see saturation, hue like options. Actually, what is the value? What is the concept is hue? It is a color angle from 0 to 360. It is a color angle from 0 to 360 degree. Actually, what is the color is 0 to 120. It is red color. 121 to 240, that is green color. 241 to 360, that is blue color. That is the angle. That is hue. Hue is red, green, blue colors. 0 to 120 degree, it will be red color. 121 to 240, it is green. 241 to 360, it is blue. That is an angle. What is 120? Means 120 degree. 120 degree, 60 degree, 40 degree, like that. Saturation is it sets and removes gray shade. You can add or remove gray shade from 0 to 100% you can give. Saturation. Lightness is, it sets brightness from 0 to 100%. Syntactically, so we have color, HSL, hue, saturation, light. You have to apply those values. Hue, saturation, lightness. And how much values you can give, example is this. We can write like this. Color, HSL, hue is 10 degree, saturation 50%, lightness also 50%. Like this we can apply. Can you tell what is the color shade? Zero to 120 is red. That means now current shade is red. 50% gray in red. 50% brightness of red. That's what we are applying. If it is any value between 120 to 240, it is green shade. Right? You see here, I'm applying here. So I'm applying here HSL. Hue. Hue is 10 degree. Saturation is 50%. Lightness is 50%. Now you see red shade will come. Suppose I given here 170, which color will come? Green shade will come. But you see here this grayness, I will increase the gray percent. Means towards 100 means remove gray. Towards 0 means add gray. 80 means remove gray. I am removing the gray. And this is nothing but adding the gray. Gray 20 means grayness is added. Suppose 140 I am giving. You see grayness is added. 10 I am giving. Gray will come. Decrease the gray means 80. Decrease the gray means 90. I am removing the grayness. Adding the grayness means 50. Gray is added. And you see 0 means complete gray. So 10% gray is removed, 30 gray is removed, 50 gray is removed, 80, 70 gray is removed, then it will be green. You want more brightness? Then increase this to 70, more bright will come. Darkness, then 20, dark green will come, 30, little dark green will come. We can adjust by using this. If it is 340, then it is in which color? Here how much? 270 some color. Then it is which shade? Blue. Because from 240 to 360, it is how much? Blue. So that is the blue shade. You can increase, decrease the darkness and define. So what is HSL is mostly we use this while working with photos. In photo, you want to remove gray, then put saturation 100%. You want to increase gray, then saturation as 0. Brightness, then lightness as 100%. That you can use HSL. So you have another color combination HSL, and one more is that HSLA. What is it? You know na? It sets what? Alpha for HSL. Alpha for HSL. Example, you know directly. I will give example color. HSLA, hue is 10 degree, saturation is 80%, lightness is 50%, and transparent 0.6. Alpha can be 0 to 1. HSL, hue, saturation, and all. So in CSS, you can give colors like this. These are all not possible directly in HTML. In HTML, colors can be only three: color name or shade name or hexa. In CSS styling, you can add more colors. RGB will not work, or HSL will not work like this. If I say body BG color is equal to RGB, it is invalid. It will not work because RGB is not a value of HTML. It can be only through CSS. Here you cannot use RGB, HSL and all. They are not HTML. They are all CSS related, right? There is another important is you can use gradient colors. Gradient colors. Gradient colors is nothing but you can apply multiple colors. You can apply multiple colors, but it can be defined. It can be defined only by using background image attribute. By using background image attribute, we have two options: linear gradient and radial gradient. Linear gradient, radial gradient. Gradient means you can apply multiple colors. So multiple colors, but they are not supported as background colors. We have to use as background image. That means what you can do syntactically, you have to apply as background image URL, background image URL. Background image, sorry, not URL. Here, earlier we used to use URL. Here we use linear gradient. Linear gradient, you have to just use angle or direction. After that, color 1, color 2, like this, you can add multiple colors. You can write angle or direction and you can put multiple colors. So angle will be 0 to 360 degree. Direction will be like what? Top, right. Actually, it will be like top, bottom, right, left, like this. To top, to bottom, to right, to left. Like this, you can apply. So we have to use this too. For example, see how we can apply multiple colors is background image is required. See, we will put here now body, here body and the height 100 VH and background image linear gradient, red color and green color and yellow color, you can see all will come. We can have combination of colors. Suppose I given only red and yellow color, only red and yellow will come. Any number of colors you can give. Many people have doubt like in this instead of red I can use RGB or I can use HS. You can use anything. Color name, hexa code, RGB, anything you can use. I just used names. You can use anything. Now, what is the point here is two colors are there. Before these colors, we can put a direction like what? Two top right. That means it will be two top right. You can see diagonal will come from bottom to right. You add one more color like green, then you see two top right. Right. And you can add angle also. Instead of writing two top right, you can just put like 20-degree. You can put like 90-degree. You can describe in any specific angle. Right? You can use minus 90-degree. So minus 40-degree. You can rotate in any angle. Not only that, actually, you can even put percentage of color. Percentage of color means red, how much? 50%. That means red will be half. Another color, how much? You can, out of 100, you can share them. That is the combination of RGB. You can use anything. You see, I used RGB shade. I can add that shade there. We can have a combination of colors. That is done by using what? Gradient. We can do that by using gradient. Right. That is by using gradient we can do. I will show you the action how to define. So background what? Background image. Linear gradient. Suppose I given two top right, red and yellow like this. You can write like what? Linear gradient. And you can put an angle like 90-degree, red 50%, like this. You can give 70% like this. Just combination I am giving how we define 90-degree. Yeah. This is linear gradient. Linear means horizontally and vertically it will come. Horizontally and vertically we can apply linear gradient. We have radial gradient also. Radial gradient is from center. That means just we can apply background image, radial gradient. Radial gradient is same, red, yellow, like this we can apply. It doesn't have direction. Why? Because, but percent can be there. Why direction will not be there? Because radial means from center, from outside to inside. Colors will be from outside to inside. Outside to inside means it will be like a circle. Radial is like a circle. Radial is like a circle. You can just define like a circle. That means you see here, instead of linear gradient, I am adding radial gradient, and we given red and yellow. It will be like this towards center. So linear means horizontal and vertical and diagonal you can have. Towards center we can have this. Suppose red 50%, more red. So you can add red 30%, rest 10% red. You can decrease, increase. You can add towards center, towards outside. That is what radial. Actually, there is another called polygon gradient, but we don't use it. Why? Because many browsers don't support. It doesn't work on all browsers. I already told you in HTML, CSS, outdated and not supported on all browsers. We don't try them. A waste of learning them. Why? Because they don't work on every browser. And in real time development, we don't prefer such options. Because if any one browser is working, you should ask them that please use this browser only. That's not possible. So we should use and learn about all the attributes which works across all browsers. That's important. So these are important CSS colors. I hope you are clear. So in CSS, more color options are available. So in HTML, there are only three. Extra what you learned, RGB, RGBA, HSL, HSLA, another one, gradients, linear gradient and radial. Now see how to use these, how to implement them. In one example, we will see. We will try to create, as I told you yesterday, we will try to create a Netflix example. We will see a Netflix like example. We will see how to create. Observe the Netflix home screen design. We will see. This is the Netflix home screen design. This is the Netflix design in that they are having some background photo. But background photo is very light color. It's not dominating. How to put like that? How do we define like that? Let's see. And see here, there are buttons and all. But everything we will design using div span. Because later you will learn about buttons, drop downs, how to design. First, you should be able to create everything with div spans. Let's see how to do that. First, for this, we need a background photo now. We will search one background photo. We will search one background photo first. This is a title I given as what? Netflix. Okay, we will Google one background photo. Netflix background image. You can see some Netflix background photos are there. In images, I will search. Okay, now I will choose this one, looks okay. And its size is important. 2000, that's better. Okay, we will download this one. So save image. This is Netflix banner. And I will save in our project folder, Amazon public images, Netflix banner. Okay. Now first, what you need to do, close this. We will put this as background photo. You see, this is the page. That is the page we are having, and it is empty. We want to put a background photo. How to put a body background photo? Background, background dot slash images Netflix banner. And you will see it will have a background photo. We don't want it to dominate. Means one first we will fit correctly. To fit correctly, we need to add more effects, body. background size as what? Cover. It will fit like this. And I don't want this to dominate. Generally, many times people try opacity. Opacity will put everything transparent, including the text we are going to keep on it will be transparent. Then opacity is not the solution. What to do is, see, in the body, you put a div. This div will be called as shade. That is the shade class. And you see, you access that shade class and put height 100 VH. Background color. Now we will use RGBA. 000 will be a black color and 0.5, that means a transparent black color. Then you will see it will be like this. But outside there is some gap. We have to cover that gap. That means you see the margin of this div starting here. Actually, the margin of this div is, its div position is 0 pixel. So the div is 0 pixel. Already it is at 0 pixel. I need to move above 0. Above 0 means we have to use a negative value, minus. Actually, it is little bit different from general mathematics. Generally, this is 0. Usually what happens is, downward it is positive. Understood? Upward it is negative. Here in our CSS, that is reverse way. Downward is actually negative, upward is positive, but now in our CSS, downward is positive and upward is negative. Similarly, right side is positive, left side is negative. Left side is negative. If you want to move this side, negative. Right side is positive. That is the axis actually. So if I have to move this little bit top and left, then that will be better. You do one thing. What to do? This is shade. What we are doing, the shade we are applying like this. What is it? Margin top. Top margin. Already it is at 0. Minus 10 pixel. That means it will move top. That means top gap is covered. Now one more we have to do. What is that? Left gap has to cover na, right? So what to do? Margin left minus 10 pixel. Left gap also covers. Now here this is margin right, but this margin right is nothing but you have to increase the width of this shade. We will not move it right side. If we move right side, again left gap will come. We have to increase the width a little bit. Already width is 100. Its original is 100, little bit more than 100 because it has to cover the body. So what we will do? We will keep width. Width how much? 100.04 or 5. Why? Because it is very small. Because if I give 110 pixel, now it will be better. Here this is 100 point pixel, 100 pixel, yeah. And you see this is 100 pixel, 100.04%, not pixel. I will give percent. Percent means it will be little more. Now you see here I am giving 100% means it is here. Observe, if I give 110%, it will be more outside. Horizontal scroll bar is coming now. It should not come. Horizontal scroll bar should not come. So that is the reason I am giving how much? 100.05. That means little bit increase. Now you can see it is increasing. I think 1.5. It will be more. 2.5. That is fine. This looks okay now. That means it fits right side, left side, top. Bottom no need to fit because bottom will be increasing na. Later we will be adding more options. So what we have done, background we kept a photo. On the photo we kept a shade. The shade is a black which can see through. And we will increase darkness little bit. How to increase darkness? Transparency I will give as 0.76. Then it will be more darker. I will just give 0.6. 0.6 looks okay. That's enough. Now make sure that when you are adjusting margins, padding, then horizontal scroll bar should not come. You have to adjust exactly to the right side window. Later you will learn more simple techniques. There are more other techniques to correctly set the size. We will learn later. Initially you fit like this. Background is ready. Okay. Now in the shade, we need a header. Na? We need a header. So see the Netflix header what they have. In the header they are having these two details. Right? How many divisions it is having? Two divisions it is having. Okay. What is in the first division? So span, I will use the word Netflix. This span will have a class brand title. Okay. After that right side have two divisions. One division is having a span called class BI translate. BI translate. Translate is the symbol for that. And we have a word called what? English. After that we have a span. Class BI. BI chevron down. Chevron down will get like this. And okay, this is one div. And for this div, we will keep a class called, that class is drop down. Understood? That is a drop down class. Okay. After that, we have another div. In the div, we have a button. What is it? Sign in. Actually, it is a class btn sign in. Sign in. This is in the header. Okay, let's design this header part. You can see this is the header of our page. You will not see anything because background is black, color also black. So we will do one thing. Let's go to the style. We will give a header. First header color we will keep white. So all will be white. After that, next what we need to do, this is the original size, 100. I think in this I will keep little bit width. Some more I need to adjust. 0.2. It is more. 1.02. 5 and 8. That 10. We are adding some 20. Little bit 25. So that looks fine. 30 looks, 50 looks, 30, 50 is more. That is okay. Okay. Now what we have to do for header, we will give a padding. Padding as some 30 pixel. Then you see header will come like this. Now in header, font family is what? Arial. I will give font family like this. Okay, next, bootstrap icons not there, na? We have to link the icons. Link relation is equal to href. It is node modules icons font icons dot css. And you can see the icon will come. That is the language icon we are having. Okay. Now, next we have side by side, they have to display na. What we have to use? Display flex. Flex direction row and justify content. What is it? Space around I will use. Around means little bit, or around looks more means you can use evenly. Evenly it is like, okay, space between all, between means it is like this. We will put padding left and right because they are more, right? Okay. We will use one more option. What is it? Brand title. Huh? Brand title, font size is 50 pixel, color is what? Red. And you see that is the brand title. And font weight is what? Bold. And it is bold. Later you will learn about setting, tilting like, stretch like options that require CSS animations. Temporarily I will use text shadow. Yesterday we learned. So 2 pixel, 2 pixel, 2 pixel white as the shadow so that I can see the Netflix shade. We can use just 1 pixel also, that's fine. The shade. Okay, next align items center. Vertically also center. Na? Okay, now see there is a drop down. Dot what? Drop down. Drop down background color. Background color I will use RGB, red, green, blue, alpha. And here I will give background as 000 and A is alpha na 0 point some 4 or 5 something like this. You see it will have background. Actually we will use a dark background color like this, transparent color. And in their combination it is having border na. We will have a border. Border is what? 1 pixel, solid white color, padding as 5 pixel, and you can see it will be like this. Right? We will have little bit border radius. Huh? Border radius means curved. Border radius 5 pixel. That means you can see curved radius will come. Border radius is curved. That is the option we are having. One more we have to do. What is it? BTN what? Sign in. Background color is what? Red. We will put background color as red. So after background color is red, we will use padding as how much? 5 pixel. Border radius is how much? 5 pixel. And you can see the sign in is like this. I will use text align as what? Center. We will keep text align center. So now what should happen is those two width also we can apply. Width I given as 100 pixel. That means it will be like this. Width as 80 pixel. Then you see it is short. Right? So 70 pixel more short. Now these two should be side by side. Na? Am I right? How to keep them side by side? If this drop down I made that is a div na, display as I given inline. Inline means it will allow side by side. But this also should be display as what? Inline. It will also side by side. Both are inline. Inline means they allow side by side. That means divs are block level na. If both divs, if I become inline, then they will be side by side. You can try another way. What is it? Display flex. Flex for home parent container. Instead of that, if you keep both of them inline, side by side will come. Next, what you can do, this BTN margin left. Margin left is 10 pixel. Left side some gap will come. Margin left is 20 pixel. Some gap will come. Understood? Now, actually, this BTN margin right is 20 pixel. From right side it will move. I want to move to 40 pixel, from right side it will move. Similarly, brand also we have to move margin left. Margin left 40 pixel, then you see left side it moves. So 80 pixel, that means it will move more left. Because Space between, space around are not enough na. If space between, space around not enough, you can adjust margin. Margin left, margin right, you can give. That is the head. Okay, next what? Next what? So here we will put this color little darker. Okay, and you can see drop down have little dark. Okay, next, after the header, this is the section area na, right? Let's go to the official website. I will copy this. Okay, here we have to design. After the header we have which area? Section. In the section we will put this. Actually this is div. We will keep a name as section title. Okay, and this div we will keep a name as section subtitle. We have section title and subtitle. Okay, inside the section, after these two, I told you that this area is called main. That is the main area, entry point, right? So I will copy this also. I will copy that, and I will keep inside main. Inside the main a div. This is called, this is called main title. Okay, below this main another div. This div is having two spans. One is email address, another one is get started. And I will give has span. What is it? Email address. And here I will give a class. What is the class? Email. Another span. What is it? This I will give as btn start, and I will use a word get started. Get started. Again a span. Class bi chevron right. Chevron right we are using it. Chevron right is okay. Okay, that is actually right. Right? Chevron right, chevron left, we are having those. Okay, now see, the section is ready, but you observe section is not visible properly in our page, because you know what to do. Section color is what? White. Section color is white. And complete section text alignment is center. It will be center. Section padding top will be 200 pixel, means it will come down. We'll give 100 pixel. That looks okay. Next, entire section font family is what? Arial. Font family is Arial. And next, what should happen? Section title is there na? Font size. Section title font size 60 pixel. That means it is large. And the font weight is what? Bold. It will be bold. But after TV, you see in there, after TV there is a break na. That means just you have to go after TV, you have to use the word BR. We'll put a break. That means it will get a break like this. Now what else is there is, I need to make this one. There is another one. What is it? Section subtitle na? Section subtitle. What is it? Font size I will give 30 pixel and a little bit large. Padding top 20 pixel, little down will come. And padding bottom 10 pixel, some down will come. This also 20 pixel, some bottom will come like this. Okay. Now one more option is this one. This we need to adjust now. So we have another option. What is it? Actually, this is main title. I will use main title little gap. I will add one more. Dot what? Main title. Padding bottom 20 pixel. That means main title padding bottom 20 means little down. Okay, next what? We have two buttons. One is email. Email is a span. Then span width you cannot adjust. You have to write display as what? Block. But if I give block, it will come to next line. Same line block. Then we have to use inline block. Width how much? Some 200 pixel. And color is already white. For that we will put a border. 1 pixel solid gray color border I am giving. And you can see it looks like this. It looks like this. We will use padding. Padding as 20 or 30 pixel. That means large. 20 pixel padding. That's fine. We want to increase little bit width more. 300 I can give width will be like this. And one more important thing we have to do here. What is it? So for this we can put a background color RGBA again. 000 and 0.6. That means little bit transparent. Like this it will come. That is the email address. And the text align, what it should be? Left na? Text align left, email address will be left side. It is email address will be left. Now another button is there. What is that button? BTN start. BTN start. Okay. Background color is what? Red. Padding, we will give padding as 20 pixel. Okay. And width as 200 pixel. Okay. And you see it looks like this. You can adjust the width more, some 250 pixel. It will be like more, little bit more will come. One more we will do. What else? Margin left na 20 pixel. That means it will be left. And display as what? Inline block means size will be adjusted now. I don't want 250 pixel. 200 is okay. Fine. I think 150 also better. Then it will be like this. And we can increase the little font size for this. Font size is 20 pixel. Then get started will be like this. Right. The same font size we have to use here in email also. Font size is 20 pixel. Then both will be uniform in appearance. Now this is the Netflix screen usually you have there. Right. So here what is the main intention is how to put backgrounds in such a way that they don't dominate. For that what you have to do, it's not opacity actually. It is what? Background one photo. On background photo you put a container. Container will have a transparent color. The transparent color will be in such a way that we can see through but not very clear. It is dark. That through shade we have to apply this. So this is an example of how we can create such concept. Right? You should try like this. Right? So I will copy this entire example. I will copy this entire example, and this is an example of Netflix. Netflix HTML is this. Right? That means now in your HTML elements, this example also to understand body, header. Here we don't have nav. We have a main. Main is the entry point and section. We are using all these elements. Now we have some more elements here now. Let's see the next important is, now we will learn footer. You can try this footer now. So next important element we have footer. This is number how much? Footer is 7, 8, 9. Which one? 9. First one is body semantics. About body semantics header, after that aside, nav, article, another one, section, main, this one, seventh, it is number 7. You can put anything, but just I am giving the continuation, right? And in this, next important semantic is footer. We have footer. And what is purpose of footer? It is a container used to display content at bottom margin of page. At bottom margin of page. Now tell me, in footer usually what we have? Services, contact details, all these. So typically footer comprises of contact details, services, networks, copyrights, etc. Copyrights, etc. all are present in the footer. And for contact details, we have another element called address. It is used to keep the contact details. It is used to keep the contact details SEO friendly. It is used to keep the contact details SEO friendly. To make contact details SEO friendly, we use address. We have footer and address. Syntactically, footer, here we put copyrights, services, and address. Address is there, you write address. So here contact details. And close footer. So we have two more semantics. One is footer and address. Right. So this is address and footer. Okay, let's see. Creating footer, almost majority websites will have same type of footer. Several websites will have similar type of footer content. For example, let's see here. You see the Netflix. In the Netflix bottom, this is footer, na? That is the footer area. How many divisions they are having? 4 divisions they are having. You see our shopper template. Let's go to the shopper template. So this is get bootstrap. Yeah. When you go to the shopper template, you see the shopper template is having the footer like this. In this, observe this footer is again divided. Na? We can create such footers easily. Because today we design Netflix, we will finish the Netflix footer, then we will come to this one, Flipkart, Netflix, how the footer work, right? So see the Netflix footer, we will implement that in our Netflix page, Netflix, and actually in the footer, this is the footer they are having. This is the footer area, and see here in the footer area, this is entire footer. Na? How many divisions are there? This is one division, this is another division, and this is another division. These are three divisions actually. Understood? There are three divisions defined here. We have three divisions here. Actually, in the third division, they have a drop down and they are having some text and they are having some copyrights related something, right? And this is the first division, this is the second. Second is again divided into how many? Four. Let's create this and see. So let's go to our design, because the same Netflix inside here, after the section is completed, we have to use what? Footer. Actually, so many are there in the section. Photos, cards, later we will design them. Initially, footer we are directly designing for the Netflix. Header and footer and section. Okay, footer, how many divisions? Three. This is div, class, footer, row 1. Okay, another div, this is class, what is it? Footer row 2, and one more, this is class footer row 3. Okay, in footer row 1, what do you have? Questions, call this. Now here we have an option, it is contact na. Then you have an address. Address is a semantic of HTML which makes contact details search engine friendly. Here you put this, that is in contact. Address is kept in address. Any address is there, any contact is there, you can directly define like this. Okay, that is in the row 1. Okay, what is in row 2? Row 2, how many divisions are there? Okay, then row 2 have div 1, div 2, and div 3, and div 4. Okay, now here all are related to each other only. This belongs to one category, this belongs to another category. Actually, these are categories: FAQ, help center, account, media center. These are category wise content are there. Now we will copy these lines. We need to separate them. Better I will use, it is selected all. Okay, let me copy all of them and separate them. Okay, and first FAQ, yeah, FAQ and up to speed test. Speed test, where is it? Media center, help center. They are completely scattered. Huh? Okay, no problem. I will just add them. Span. Okay, what is it? FAQ and span, investor relations. Another span, privacy and speed test. Okay. Later we will make them clickable. Huh? In next division, we are having help center and we are having what? Jobs, and we are having like cookie preferences, and we have another one, span. What is it? Legal notices. Okay, next span, we have account. So ways to watch and we are having like corporate information, and we are having only on Netflix. Okay. Next we have a div span. This is media center, and we have terms of use and the contact us. Okay. Now in the footer row 3 is having a same above na. We can copy this code, right? Which one? Drop down, huh? Copy the drop down and keep it here. Huh? The same drop down we need there. Okay. Next, another div. After the drop down Netflix India, another div. This is having some page protected and all. And learn more, I will give as a span. Just I will give class as more. Okay. Now this is in the footer. Now let's design the footer. You see the output of this. It looks like this. The content is at the bottom. The shade is not full, na, right? Because that is height. We need to adjust the height of shade. How to adjust the height of shade is, so here shade, I given how much shade? I given 100 VH, na. Now shade should, I will remove this. Height I will remove. If I remove the shade height, what will happen is the shade will fit according to content. How much content is there? Gradually it will be increasing. Later if you add another, it will be increasing. No problem. So shade is there. Okay. Now what we will do? We will go to the footer area. Entire footer area. Footer area color is what? White. Font family we will give Arial. All will be same, and you see footer comes with all. Okay. And entire footer area padding I given 30 pixel, then 30 pixel padding will come. Entire footer is there, and margin top I will give as some 100 pixel, just to show you that there will be some gap, because later we can put something between, in between we can add something, so it will be fine. Okay. Next what? Now in the footer we have header row 1, header row 2, footer row 1, footer row 2, footer row 3, right? I will give dot footer row 2. So footer row 2 margin top is some 50 pixel. That means it will get some gap. Okay. Okay. Now footer row 2, and we have another one. What is it? Footer row 3. This also margin top as 50 pixel. Some gap will be added. Am I right? Okay. Next what? We have drop down, but it is in footer wherever drop down class is there. Understood? So margin bottom as 20 pixel, some bottom margin will come. Okay, bottom margin we will add there. And this also, what is it? This some gap we need. Actually, we can add a break. BR will put a break. Line break will come. BR will add a manual break. Here also adding BR. BR is what? Break. Line break will give some space. Am I right? One more break you can add BR, then it will get more break between them. Am I right? Okay, what is the second row now? Second row is important. Second row, it's very simple. You know how many divisions you need? 4 divisions you need. Then what we have to do? Display as grid. Grid template columns. How many fractions? 3 fraction, 3 fraction, 3 fraction, 3 fraction. Out of 12 we have to share now, right? That means 4 3s 12 fractions. That means it will be divided into the 4. Still it is not ready. Why? Because all spans in the row should be one below another now. That means by default spans are inline. We have to make them. So you see here, yeah, this is what is it? Footer row 2. In that wherever span is there, display should be what? Block. That means they will be one below another. Am I right? What else you need to do? We can put some margin bottom. Margin bottom as 10 pixels. Some gap will come below anyone. So 20 pixels, some more gap will come. Am I right? You can move them left side, right side. That means you see entire footer is having padding all directions, right? Actually, what we can do, padding left, suppose I given as 50 pixels or 100 pixels, then only left side padding will come. Understood? Right? And suppose I given like 50 or 60 pixels, that looks fine. And actually it should also have padding bottom. Padding bottom is 30 pixels. Some bottom also gap will come so that it will be clean in appearance. I hope you understand. Right? The footer is divided into 4 sections by using what? Grid. Grid. We have to just keep all of them in the grid, and span usually side by side. We have to keep one below another. For that, which option we have to use? Display. Display as what? Block. Right? This will make everything look like that. That is the basic of a Netflix with footer. Later, we will keep everything in between also. In between, they have so much content that also we can keep. But for that, some more elements we have to learn. Right? This is enough for today. First, you need to try up to this. Okay? I will copy this example. This is Netflix example with footer also. Okay? Example, this is Netflix with the footer. With footer also we done. We will create some more complex footers. Shopper template footer. If you see Flipkart footer, you will observe now. If you see the footer of Amazon, Amazon footers are simple. You see Amazon footer is simple now, right? But if you see Flipkart footer, some techniques you should learn. In the Flipkart footer, when you observe, this is Flipkart and this is the footer of Flipkart. You see very complex. Am I right? That means you see Flipkart footer, so many divisions. If you can create like this, then you are perfect in footer area. And how to split like this, I will tell you. Means tomorrow we will see this. Right? Tomorrow I will explain the idea of dividing it. Then content you have to keep. You have to try. Right? First today you learned about colors and you learned about footer, how to design. And one example we have seen how to create a Netflix page that you have to try. If you can try, then tomorrow we will continue. In tomorrow's session, we will discuss other elements. Okay, right. You are practicing now, right? So then, classroom, uh, online people, our online admin will share the classroom code with them. Offline people, what you have to do is Yeah, in tomorrow's session, we will continue online people. Our admin will share you the classroom code. Okay, right. Thank you.